Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Tracklist podcast show. I'm Daron Jenkins.
I'm Chris Saunders.
And joining us on the show today, actor, writer, director Dakota Loesch. What's up, Dakota?
Good morning, the Tracklist.
I was going to wonder how somebody was going to open that and use that. We are here to do, if you haven't guessed already, we're here to do the film Good Morning Vietnam, the 1987 film directed by Barry Levinson, starring Robin Williams, Forrest Whitaker, and Tom T. Tran, as a host of other individuals who I'm sure we'll get into. In 1965, an unorthodox and irreverent DJ named Adrian Cronauer begins to shake things up when he is assigned to the U.S. Armed Services radio station in Vietnam. I have not seen this movie in so long. I don't remember the last time I saw this movie, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It was a family staple, and I think there was probably a month and a half straight where everyone in the house woke up to my dad doing Good Morning Vietnam. Like, we ended up quoting it. It became one of those family movies, like, if you're waiting at the restaurant, I don't know if you remember this, he's teaching a class, but if you're waiting at a restaurant and the food's coming too late, you just go, I'm waiting to die, so like we would pull quotes from it. It ended up being a big family favorite.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask.
It's a lot of quotes. I mean, so many quotes.
Totally.
It's just like I just couldn't keep up anymore.
Totally, yeah. And I mean, as many comedic ones, it's just like when the dramatic stuff gets good, it gets real good. Like when he takes the report and he's like, unofficially 2 people unofficially died in an unofficial bombing that unofficially happened. You know what I mean? And it's like, the writing is it's Barry Levinson,
Yeah.
This is the guy who gave us like dialogue like, are you a Beatles guy or a Stones guy? I'm an Elvis guy,
And this is Robin Williams' kind of first commercially successful movie. And I mean, I just read in the IMDb trivia that he ad-libbed all of the broadcast scenes. So
It's
of course
insane.
It's Robin Williams.
Yeah, if it
It's
was
so insane.
If it was the modern day, they would do like the Anchorman 2. They do
Yeah.
Good Morning Vietnam 2 with just outtakes. You know what I mean? They said they got 19 hours of him as the genie, like just riffing.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
If you're a person out there who has never experienced Robin Williams, this to me is the entry point, because like it is like a class. It's like a master class in Robin Williams.
That's a perfect way to put it, and it's a nice
Robin
balance.
Williams
They
being
let him
Robin
cook.
Williams, right?
Yeah, they let him cook a little bit for the first time. You know what I mean? And he's not going full all out. They still got some reins on him, but it's an entry point is a great way to put it. Yeah, man, I'm excited for whatever kid out there doesn't know Robin Williams. What a present that would be to just discover that body of work. I grew up on. He was like my movie dad. I mean, this movie's from '87. I'm from '87, so like I grew up with like literally he was about the same age as my father, so he was movie dad. Like him and Costner were that era.
Was this before Mork from Ork?
This is,
after?
I want to say this is after
This
a
is
little
after.
bit, because that's like
After.
78, 79 maybe.
Damn.
And
Happy
yeah, so, but
Days.
this is,
Three
and that's
Happy
crazy. It
Days.
takes a decade for them to be like, let the clown play a serious role, And then he becomes that defining type of actor, he becomes an archetype of like, the funny one is the best serious actor,
I mean, if you don't
Great
have
picture.
Robin Williams, I don't think you have Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey is like my movie dad.
Oh yeah,
Jim
totally.
Carrey definitely has that
Totally,
very
yeah.
quick
That was good. He
talking
always felt like cool uncle, yeah.
impressions. Yeah. But some other things.
And
in
remember
this
that
film,
one
just
summer?
kinda-
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so delayed.
No,
some of
you're all
the,
good.
The basic information we have: IMDb gives it 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes critics gives it 90%. The audience gives it 82%. So it's up there. I don't know if did you get the budget, Darren?
I did.
I wonder what it'd be. 87, and it's a decent studio picture. I'm gonna guess 15 million, 20 million. What is
Oh,
it?
that's
Let's see.
close.
Maybe that's a lot, maybe. Because he wasn't
I got
established.
13 million.
Okay. Not far
13
off.
million. So,
Yeah. So that's
The box
inflated
office
for
of-
modern numbers. That's a pretty decent number, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of putting a lot on Robin Williams then. What did he do
124
before
million.
this? 124. Yeah,
Not much.
damn, he did good.
yeah.
Yeah, what did he
didn't
do
much
before that? Did he
They-
do, was
they say-
Dead
they say he
Poets
had about
before
a bunch
this?
of flops. No, I think it was after. I have to double check.
Yeah, he was not doing, like, his movie stuff was.
This puts him over, I think, right?
Oh, well, absolutely.
Yeah.
This makes up for anything that he did beforehand, just goes away.
Totally, yeah. I think that Mork thing really stuck with him for a long time. It's hard to, like, when you make a cultural imprint like that big, it's hard to shake that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think this movie kind of started him on a run
I don't
of
recognize
things.
anything before.
Because he did Dead Poets Society, Cadillac Man, Awakenings, Hook,
Yeah, Hook.
Um,
Oh, I love
Toys,
Don't
Mrs.
Worry, Be Happy.
Doubtfire.
Toys.
He just went on a run.
You know, Toys, I remember because they got an early version of drones in that movie where kids are sitting at video game screens and they're operating drones, just like actually bombing real locations. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, we'll never get to this. It's like, check the news lately, you know what I mean? Like, it's a really prescient movie, that one. Who did that one? Toys. Oh, man, I should know this. That wasn't Levinson, too, was it? Toys director. I
That
love him.
was.
Love having a mega brain at my
Yeah,
Barry
Levinson.
Levinson too, yeah. And he loves this little, like, with a little political, like, little, like, sharp knife in hand thing. He also did Wag the Dog, where they invent a war to distract from a presidential scandal. That was great.
Wow, I guess I'm a closet Barry
question.
Levinson fan.
What the heck? Me too.
Have
Yeah.
you guys seen The Adventures of Baron Munchausen?
Oh,
I have.
yeah, my friend. Yeah.
Another underrated movie, to be honest.
He's
I
the king of the
totally
moon,
forgot that
right?
Yeah, exactly. And he just
He's like, when his
does
head
his
is
own
de-
thing in that one too.
Yeah, when his head is detached from his body, he's very erudite and whatever. And then when the head's attached to his body, he's like this randy, crazy character. He just wants to drink wine and, meet the ladies. Very Dionysian, you know what I mean? He likes yeah, that's a great one. That was on Comedy Central all the time when Comedy Central was really early starting out. They would buy anything that was like even kind of funny. It's like, well, it's not really a funny movie. There's funny aspects. It's like, yeah, but Terry Gilliam was in Monty Python. That's funny. So you would get really cool movies on Comedy Central early on.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Comedy Central.
Yeah, I think that's going the way of the dodo, right? Do they even have comedy on it anymore? It's like MTV don't play music. I
don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Up is down, left is
The new
right.
king of comedy is probably Netflix. So
King of everything, yeah.
So this opening scene is
Yeah.
really, really boring. the previous radio, like the other host, and he's just like, have you ever seen Parks and Rec when they have that radio show called Thoughts for Your Thoughts?
Yeah. Very that.
Welcome to Thoughts for Your Thoughts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I heard this opening, man.
it
Totally.
was so just, oh my God, who's listening to this?
Exactly. And that's what, I mean, it's so boring, and I think that's the point, right? Because then you're like, wake these kids up, That's exactly what he's doing. Listen,
Yeah.
these kids are facing life and death. Play them a little rock and roll in the morning, you know what I mean? That's what they want to listen to. So it sets it up so good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. I forget this, like, the contrast of styles that was in this radio station, and it almost made me made me think of the opening episode of WKRP in Cincinnati.
That's a good poll. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah,
Where,
it sets up
you
the
know,
world. Also reminds me a
yeah.
little bit of, what was the Howard Stern biopic? Private Parts?
Oh, Private Parts.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? WNBC. Like, like the old programmers versus what he's trying to bring in.
I mean, it's radio, man. Like, God, I mean, I kind of miss that kind of radio, where you had a DJ who talked and spin some music, and it was kind of like this, thing, and
Yeah,
we don't have that kind of stuff now anymore. So
Totally,
Oh,
yeah.
now it's
It was a whole
podcast,
personality.
right?
Yeah, now it's podcast. He
It's
totally
us.
could have been a
It's us right
podcast.
here.
Yeah. The difference being like the appointment aspect of it. Like you had to tune in at a certain time and to a certain
Right.
dial or whatever. And that's definitely
Right.
going away. We all want it now. We want as much as we want whenever we want, you know.
Yeah.
Very Veruca Salt of us. I want the world. I want the whole world. Sorry, I'm just like, can you tell I like Robin Williams? It's just like endless pop culture references. Just
Yeah.
My buddy calls me Woody, like from Toy Story.
I
He's like,
will
you pull
say-
the string, and it's like, I got a snake
Oh.
in my boot, you know. So.
I do have to pull out the early like elephant in the room. Because it was kind of bugging me the whole show, or the whole movie, and this might go with our segment. Nope. Because when Robin Williams gets there, and he sees one Vietnamese girl, and then they're in the car and they drive like another minute, and he sees another one, but he thinks it's the same one. I was like, I don't know if you
God,
can do that
yeah.
today. I don't think
No.
so.
No. Accurate, but I don't think it's like, you know what I mean? I think that's like, I also think his character does reflect American ignorance in that
Yeah.
war a lot. You know, he's like, just coming to have a fun time. It's like, a fun time? You know what's going on here? Wait till your bar blows
Yeah.
up, and then you're having a fun time still? You know what I mean? So he is kind of the innocent ingenue. He wanders into the dark forest. He doesn't know what he's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good, and we kind of see through his eyes. We're innocent going in there, and the
build that
music's
up pretty
cool.
well.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. And you get really
It's-
comfortable.
They build it up pretty
This
well by
movie itself
he gets
felt
that
like a documentary.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And they mixed in a lot of documentary aspects, as I understand it. Like especially with him when he's leaving and he runs into the kids in the trucks, the GIs in the trucks that are just coming out. That's all riff. I mean, so much of this is just him riffing, but
Yeah.
yeah,
He this the beginning of this movie, like I watch a lot of World War II and Vietnam documentary stuff on History Channel and stuff. So it also, like, just thinking kind of retro in a lot of ways, it almost made me wonder. I was like, why in the world do we have a radio station in the middle of this particular war? Because it was so, like if you know the history of the Vietnam War, it was a brutal experience and I'm like, when did they have time to listen to the radio?
yeah. Well, and it's also emblematic of that era and a shift in media. That's the end of that's the first television war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the first rock and roll war. It's the first psychedelic war. Some drugs over there, acid, whatever, heroin trade. But it's also the first time like radio. Radio was always our way into the Great Wars or whatever. Live from the front, news from the front.
Right.
And then television, it's the first time people are sitting at home at dinner and they're watching My Lai or they're watching Tet, they're watching the event, they're watching Saigon be, evacuated. So it's like, it kind of is built into the DNA of the movie in a really interesting way.
That was a question I had, which was, does this, as a comedy, because this is definitely a comedy, I don't know, maybe there's some dramatic aspects to it, but like, is this like making light of the Vietnam War, or are we supposed to think that, just think of it as a backdrop? Or is it just a juxtaposition of like, we have this comedy, and it does kind of get more real as the movie goes on? What's the
Yeah,
what's
I
the
think
intention of the film, I guess is the question.
No, for sure. I think the intention for me, and I think it's effective, I find it effective, is it's like the Mary Poppins spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down thing. Like, they lull you in with the comedy. You get comfortable. You get buddy-buddy, hanging out with young Forrest Whitaker. This is like Bird era, you know what I mean? He's about to do that
Yeah.
with Clint Eastwood, you know what I mean? You're hanging out, we're having a great time. So they lull you in. Oh, I got friends in town. I'm teaching everyone English. I'm teaching them baseball. Everyone loves me, It's the American ego going into that that engagement, you know what I mean? And they lull you into a sense of safety, then they blow up the bar. Then your best friend is a double agent, but really you're the invader. Whose war is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I really think they give you a spoonful of sugar, let you settle in, you're laughing, having a great time, and then it's like, we're at war, remember?
Yeah.
And when the violence comes, it lasts. It's not Marvel movie, knock over a building, you don't consider the 3,000 people living in the building. Fake violence, you know what I mean? Meaningless violence. This is like one death stays with 2 deaths in the bombing, and that's what drives him. He snaps.
Well, that's what I liked about it. I liked the hint they give earlier when Tuan is in the bar and those 2 servicemen come over, like, who let this guy in the bar? Right? It's all fun and games. You get that little drop, and then you get the bar blows up, and oh shit, and then he gets blown up in the truck with garlic. So yeah, they do a good job of building, like, oh, this is real, like you're saying.
Yeah, and then there's no going back. We ain't going back to fun and games and baseball and laughs after that, you know.
Right. I think Barry Levinson did something which is kind of brave in a lot of ways, which is taking on this subject in the comedy experience. Because remember, a year before this, we are treated to one of the most brutal films that ever be put on celluloid, which is Platoon. And not years before that, we have Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. And this year we have Full Metal Jacket too in '87. Here, I'll do the D'Onofrio face for you.
And then you don't even get away from it from TV, because then you got MASH.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so for him to be able to pull off a comedy with such heavy material, I mean, I almost think like this movie is the only person who could have done this movie is Robin Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's someone who can play both sides of the comedy tragedy, you know what I mean? You kind of feel safe in his hands. I think he chases this a little bit for the rest of his career, too, like in Jacob the Liar. You're dealing with really heavy subject matter, him trying to secretly keep hope alive in a concentration camp. Or in, what's another one? Patch Adams, that's just like a sacrificial lamb character where it's like not going to end well for this guy. You know, like he kind of searches that out, and I think it comes from this movie and the success of it and how he felt working in this movie. Yeah, it seems like a really good collaboration.
There was some Insomnia. And
Oh,
1 hour
Insomnia.
Photo.
Yeah, 1 hour
Photo
photo.
He goes completely one way. Yeah, that really dark character.
I love when he plays dark characters. He's so good.
Me too. Everyone forgets like he started as Juilliard. He's like classically trained Shakespearean actor. He can do Shakespearean sonnets at the drop of a hat. Yeah.
Juilliard, Chris. Juilliard.
So.
Beep, beep, beep. Hey.
I'll be working there.
Well, you got good alma mater. Yeah.
9
You got good alumni. There you go. Heck yeah. But yeah, so he's
but
just
something
like.
I've always said, which is sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No, go.
The comedians for me make some of like the best dramatic actors, right? And it's not just like Robin Williams. Like I think, Jim Carrey, who I mentioned earlier, is a very good dramatic actor. He has the unfortunate handicap of having that rubber face that you can't take serious all the times, but he's able to emote and play those roles.
Absolutely, yeah. And like what the thing I always think about is like the work ain't any different. You know what I mean? You're trying to accomplish something. It's kind of harder to do comedy than drama, if you ask me. Drama, everyone has their own opinion on it. Comedy, you know if it works, whether or not you laughed. You know what I mean? But then I think about a character. Think about an actor like Philip Seymour Hoffman. You telling me he's not a comedian? That is one of the funny. Everything he's in is funny, But we don't consider him a comedian because what we first saw him in is Scent of a Woman or Sydney, Hard Eight, or like we saw him as like an antagonist, side character, or like number 2 baddie in some early movies. So that's what we thought of him as. Turns out it's all comedy tragedy is just like 2 sides of the same mask. You know what I mean? And so
He came back to it in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Which was dark and kind of funny at the same time.
Yeah. I remember seeing a good mashup trailer where they cut in him as Truman Capote in the Mission Impossible 3 trailer. So it's Tom Cruise being like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I just want to know the ending," Yeah, but he's great. I mean, I think Daniel Day-Lewis is hilarious. I think Joaquin Phoenix is hilarious. He pulls laughs out of nowhere. They pull him out of character and not like setup jokes and street jokes or knock jokes.
Yeah.
It all comes
Yeah.
from character, but they're hilarious. So, you know.
Well, those
And
two
Rob
guys-
Williams is the
those two guys
first one, I
particularly-
think. Yeah.
Did you see Stars and Bars with Daniel Day-Lewis?
That's one of the few I have not.
Very-
No.
Yeah, I've never seen that
It's
either.
very old. My mom recommended it, so it's an older film, but it's a comedy with him. Like all I know of him is like the very serious, dramatic roles.
Yeah.
So
He's fun in.
it's definitely
Yeah, he
worth a
doesn't play
watch.
modern characters often too. So like even like My Beautiful Laundrette, where he's just like this
Yeah.
Cockney punk. Like it's great to see him in that. You know, like a modern character every once in a while. I love a Bill the Butcher. I love a Daniel Plainview. Don't get me wrong. I think Daniel Plainview is hilarious, but you know we all got different senses of humor. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, we need.
I think
we don't
this,
see that a
in
lot.
this
We
film-
need to have more comedians do some dark roles.
Yeah, well, and I also love that he kind of ushers in the era of comedian or non-traditional lead, which leads to, I say it, Daniel Day-Lewis. It's like character actor as lead actor. You know, I think Daniel Day-Lewis put 30, 50 years before is not necessarily a lead. I think he's more number one baddie, or I think he's more, you know, on Gunsmoke, he'd be the guy that comes in and tries to kidnap the mayor's daughter or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's necessarily the lead, because we've entered this. Philip Seymour Hoffman wouldn't necessarily have been a lead. I mean, maybe he's akin to a Rod Steiger or something. But those are few and far between. I don't know. I think we're in an era of character actor as lead actor. And Robin Williams brings that in a big way. You know what I mean? He's a million characters in every character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked. I got to a point where I was like, fuck me, because like JT Walsh comes on. It's not his first scene, but it's his second scene where he's with he meets Adrian, and he just
Yeah.
comes out firing. It's Sergeant Major Dickerson. I'm like, I believe it. This motherfucker is a sergeant major, and he does not like.
You know you're going to have a good time when he shows up. He's one of those
Yeah, he's
people. It's like,
great.
here we go, you know. Oh, Ned Beatty, here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's awesome. And it doesn't even feel like there's a side role anywhere. Maybe the love interest is a bit two-dimensional, but like she's almost like a pair with the brother. They seem like a twin characters, or like two splits of the character. But anyways, all the side characters are so good. Young Forrest Whitaker, come on, you know. I think you could see it if
No,
you
he's so young.
if you squint your eyes though, really close, you can already see. Yeah, yep, this guy. He's putting in work. Like everyone's great in it. He's putting in real work in that thing. You know.
That laugh he has, like that
So
nerdy
endearing.
laugh. I was like,
Yeah, you believe it, you know, and you're rooting for him. And how cool is it that he is the boy who would be king at the end? He pulls Excalibur from the stone, or like he's given the sword, you know. Like,
Yeah.
love that, love that.
Also, this is post. Oh no, this is right before Bloodsport. Do you remember him in Bloodsport?
Oh yeah,
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Great
This is,
career.
Bloodsport is the next year.
what a run! Yeah, and he does Birdie around then, isn't it? Or is it Bird or is it Birdie? I always mess it up.
I think it's Bird is right after. It's right after.
right after, I
Bloodsport too. So
It's an interesting. Wow, yeah, he had an interesting couple years. Yeah, great career. That's just like, that's fun to trace it back and be like, he will one day be the last king of Scotland, you know, or whatever. He's gonna be Saul Garrow, or you know, like.
So yeah.
Yep. And you're just like, wow, this kid's got it for sure. Who's the antagonist? Why am I blanking on his name?
Oh,
Not Imperioli.
In
The-
this film,
Yeah, the guy the boss who just is really trying to he takes over.
JT Walsh.
Is it? No, not the head
Bruno
boss.
Kirby.
Kirby.
Oh,
Kirby. Talk
Oh,
about a
he's
comedian.
so funny. I
Yeah.
love this dude.
And he's a comedian.
I didn't realize he's from City Slickers. I was
There you
trying to
go.
figure out where he was
Yeah.
from.
He's
Oh
a
my
comedian,
God.
and he's playing so dramatic in this too.
Straight.
It's, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like, I think that's why it works. Him going up against Robin Williams. I think him going up against just a straight dramatic actor, which he kind of does with Walsh. Walsh is funny too, but more of a dramatic actor, and you know that's like a more standard good bad kind of thing, head to head.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's complicated because you feel bad for the guy. You kind of wish. At a certain point when you see him DJ, you're like,
Do
"Oh,
you?
I wish this
Do
guy
you?
was
Do you
better
feel
at
bad
this.
for-
He really wants to be good at this. This poor guy, you know. He's getting in.
I don't know how he kept a straight face.
That's what I'm saying.
Every one of his scenes.
Yeah, because you're allowed to crack up in the Robin Williams scenes. Everyone around him, they're allowed to, but not in his scenes. And he's hilarious. Yeah.
He's hilarious and unexpected since it's all off the cuff, you know. So
Yeah.
I know in the pit of my heart that I'm funny. Like, come on.
No, that's the most tragic line.
I'm funny.
That's the most tragic line, and delivered only a comedian could deliver that. Who knows he's a great comedian, but to know a struggling comedian and that they'll never make. Oh man, tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic. Yeah.
I had a wait what moment though.
What's that?
And it probably happened in real life, but like, do you remember the formaldehyde part of this movie?
Oh my God, I forgot about that, and I'm just like, say what?
What am I blanking?
Formaldehyde in the beer.
Oh yeah.
They go to, they put formaldehyde.
Oh, we put a little for flavoring.
Yeah,
and if you get sick, we give you a salad.
Yeah. That's a predecessor to The Master right there, where they're making their own hooch out of the octane from the bombs. You know what I mean? They're making a little homemade mash there.
I mean, formaldehyde?
Ugh.
Damn.
Jeez.
I thought he was going to say something like MSG or something.
Yeah. Any port in a storm, I don't know. I guess if you're desperate. Beer's cheap. Beer's cold, you know?
Hey, did you guys happen to notice, did you recognize the twins in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
From...
what movie?
Oh, yeah, from T2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
They are such a
So they did
staple
do
of that
another
era.
film,
Yeah, they're such a staple of that era. I can't remember. There's one other thing. Well, was it Inner Space or something? There's one other thing they pop up in too, or maybe
really?
Inner Space?
was it Inner Space, or maybe it's like I'm there. I just know they're floating around in my late '80s, '90s brain. It could be an Eddie Murphy movie. It could be like a 48 Hours or dang, I can't remember. They were in something else too, though. They're just like one of those staples when they pop. I don't even know. That's bad on me. Bad on me.
Their names
Those
are
guys.
Don
They're not
and
even
Dan
listed.
Stanton.
Don and Dane Stanton. Yeah. What the heck else were they in?
They're not
But I
even-
just remember when they would pop
Not
up
even
and
in the
stuff.
credits.
Be like, oh, those guys again.
They were in Terminator 2, and they were in Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2. There it is. There it is.
Oh, right. There were scientists in the lab, right? Yes.
One of the greatest sequels ever made. I love it. It's so good that halfway through, the Gremlins get into the projection booth, and Hulk Hogan has to stand up and stop them, and then turn to the audience and say, "Sorry, folks," and then the movie starts again. It's like, what? Joe Dante is so underrated. Maybe one of the greatest. For real.
I also wanted
How
to
do
give
we,
shout outs to Robert Wool, because he's another like
Batman.
dude who's a staple in films.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Yep.
I mean, he's in some good stuff.
Yeah, for real. This is a
But
nice.
he's someone
sweet-
I might feel bad for because he has to, as a comedian, has to go up against Robin Williams in this film. And
No
you see him
doing it.
trying at points, and he's like,
No,
I'm
dude,
gonna-
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
pull
the
back
fun
here."
of it. That's like the inside joke fun of it. That's why one of my favorite actors is Vincent D'Onofrio, and he had that series Law and Order: Criminal Intent, where he's Detective Robert Gorin, like the world's greatest detective, essentially. And what it is like people trying to lie to him. So basically, it's him, the world's greatest actor, watching other actors try to act, and he's just judging them, like, okay, and you did it. Like, they're just lying to him, and he sees right through it. It's like him out acting everyone. That's not what it's really about. But as a young actor, I was like, watch him, he's gonna get him. You know what I? Yeah, I love that.
No, I love D'Onofrio. I mean, you
best.
see Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and then you watch like Men in Black, and you're like, oh damn, this guy got range.
My friends would always ask me, who is Vincent D'Onofrio? I'm like, okay, he's the bug from Men in Black. He's the serial killer from The Cell. He's Abby Hoffman from
Cell.
Steal This Movie.
He's so good.
Yeah, and they'd be like, that's all the same guy? I'm like, exactly. You know?
Yeah.
He's Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket. There's a picture of me at 11 years old just doing it. I probably saw that movie a little too young, but yeah. He's just so good. One of the best. And now he's still at it doing, what's his name? He's Kingpin.
Kingpin, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my God, he's such a good Kingpin.
Yeah, he's the best.
So how do we feel about the English instructor accepting a payoff so that Adrian can just take over his class.
Feels accurate is what it feels like. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
It just
Or
feels
just
like the
like
era
Elvis
where
Shore. I've never
cash
been to
used to
Vietnam.
grease wheels, you know, especially you're in a war zone and stuff. I think a lot of red tape means that there's a lot of cracks in it, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to make your own weird stuff, and yeah. And American bucks go different out there, and I don't know. Like in
And
a
he
war
probably
zone.
didn't
Yeah, at one point
love the
Adrian's
job,
like handing out money to that girl's family to like buy shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you-
Again, the dumb American ego. Come in and fix everything. Let me throw some money around. You know,
Money
everyone loves
fixes
me.
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
funny. I'm on the radio. They love us. You know what I mean? Like, that delves into
at least
that
he teaches
line.
them useful stuff in the class.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
No, he was actually a pretty good teacher. I mean, it's all stuff he could use. If they, I always thought like, well, if they land in America, can they survive? And he taught them things that like in New York would work perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Like actually practical use stuff, real on the street American stuff. That's what I would always hope. Like if you went to another country, you could get in a class like that. I think a comedian would be a great
Yeah.
English second language teacher, or you know, whatever first language teacher. You know. So
I think that's
And all those I mean, some of the best improv comes from the real life people who are in the picture, just riffing with him. You know.
yeah.
He's like the one guy when he argues with him about like we can't play with a melon. We got to get a baseball. He's like, I don't have a baseball. I only have 20 minutes, so we're gonna have to use the melon. And the guy's like, it won't work. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know. And then the one lady hits a home run, and she just keeps running. It's so fun. That's like the joyous, good feelings part of the movie. You know, it's gonna hurt soon.
That is how you play baseball, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was good because like there was a middle part of the film where like they get caught in traffic and he does this like whole routine for like all these troops,
Yeah.
and like apparently they put that in during. It wasn't originally in the script. They put it in later. And it's like that scene is really important to show
Yeah.
him interacting with the troops and like why they love him so much. And
Yeah.
I think that end scene that you just mentioned with the baseball game shows like, you know, because like Tuan's whole thing is like, you know, the Americans don't treat us like humans. We're just
Yeah.
Vietnamese. That shows him having a different approach to that. So I really appreciated both those scenes.
Yeah. Well, and it also,
Yeah.
yeah, no, and his best intentions. You feel bad for him because he does have best intentions, but best intentions is not what war is about, and it's
Right.
muddled and it's messy, and there's nothing you can do. You could throw around all the music and all the rock and roll hits, and you could be a nice guy. You help teach English. I mean, help an old lady across the street. It does. I mean, if you're trying to fix the war as one single radio DJ, God bless you. Ain't gonna happen though. Like, and that's the blind spot he has, which represents the blind spot of our country engaging in that war. Like, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna do it the old way, like we did in World War II. Play them our music, show them our media. They love us, and they're gonna come right up. It's like you don't even know what this thing's about. You're dealing with a family dispute. You're putting yourself in it. Like the neighbor who just shows up to fit. What are you doing? You know, like so. He's a really interesting, complex character. I love his journey. Totally is a nice representation of that whole conflict. You know,
And I like that at the end of the movie he doesn't get the girl.
Of
Because
course.
I feel that would have been cheapening the movie itself.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, and at that point, I mean, it's like, what more do you want? You took everything from this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love that scene that we were talking about where with him and the troops. I think if you take that out, the movie's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, there is a moment where he sees, like, these boys are going off to their death. You know, and he, offering you cigarettes and there's nothing I can do, and it's starting to set in. And that never goes. After that bombing, there's a darkness there that never goes away. It's under the surface always. Something's off, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when you see Robin Williams become Robin Williams for the first time, where he can play both sides like that and balance them. You know, they say in 1999, Skynet became self-aware and it launched missiles on Russia to start World War III. This is when Robin Williams becomes self-aware. You know what I mean? In that movie right there.
I like that. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Robin Williams. And, I mean, easily, you know, just the way we talk about this film, this easily just could be a Robin Williams tribute, you know, because, you know, usually like me and Chris, when we watch our movies, we're sitting there, we're writing notes, and we're like trying to put down like, quotes that we think are like important in the film. I just stopped like at some point.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, he was coming out with them faster than I could keep up with him. But also I think it's really like listening to him do them is so good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, yeah. So that list that you sent earlier today, Chris, with the 100, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be higher.
It should
but
be.
yeah.
It should be higher. Yeah. 87 seems right.
That was-
Give it
that
the
was-
year it came out, But yeah, it's
Well,
man.
yeah, there's other films on that list. Yeah, I actually don't. Well, we'll talk about this at the end because I did have a
Yeah.
question, but I don't even recognize a lot of those films on the list. So
Yeah, there's a couple I hadn't heard of. Yeah.
Amateur.
There's so many pictures out there. That's just the movies we know about. There's been hundreds, thousands lost to time.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Well, that's how you know how great this movie is, because we're still talking about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's so in my head. I can close my eyes and see whole scenes and remember dialogue, and yeah, it's ingrained in times in life, and yeah, it's one of those. It just sticks with you. Great soundtracks, like sleepers. People sleep on the
Yeah.
soundtrack. We were talking before we got on about like I think it's akin to like the Big Chill soundtrack. It takes you through Motown. It's about like that era, that generation, and yeah, this is a little more surfy, which is great. The juxtaposition of California surf music, and like the Vietnam jungle and Saigon, and something about that does something interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't do a Top Gun volleyball scene today.
Well, yeah. Yeah, totally. And it's no like surprise that it's baseball. It's not football. It's not soccer. It's baseball, the American sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. And he's playing California music, the American dream. The coast and all that.
And
I
even
think-
the
I think-
choice
I
of
think-
the
I think-
artists, the music artists, are
Amazing.
all like staple. They were all staple music artists
Yeah.
that were like popular in the States. That Perry Como, Beach Boys,
Martha Vandellas.
Reeves,
Yep.
and the Vandellas. Ray
Wilson
Conniff,
Pickett.
the
I mean,
Marvelettes.
Louis Armstrong is that's a little bit older than that.
Yeah.
But they're all like these. If you had to make a time capsule at that moment in time for music, a lot of those people would have been in that time capsule.
Yeah, and it's
I mean,
all kind of like
I
feel
think
good.
I think Daron wanted more polka though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, just
I thought the polka was funny. It
The
was
Kit
actually
Kat polka?
like a very funny scene, like a very
His favorite
cool
music.
scene.
It's his favorite music.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Good
After
on you.
yodeling, polka is my number 2.
Totally. Yeah, and there's some couple interesting ones. I didn't know Sugar and Spice by the Searchers. That was new to me. Yeah, there's a couple interesting ones, but most of them Warmth of the Sun, I Get Around,
Yeah.
Game of Love. Yeah, it's like feel-good music. It's a good juxtaposition for this messed up war. Again, it lulls you into that good feeling. Good tunes, good vibes, good people. Ba-boom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I feel good. James Brown.
Feel good. Yeah, totally.
I mean, even like Puff the Magic Dragon. I mean, that has different levels, but yeah, that's about
Yeah.
feeling good, right?
Yeah.
And
Again, the
even
first...
like songs like Get
Yeah.
a
No.
job is
Uh-huh.
like it's about being unemployed and getting me to get a job, but it's also a very fun song.
Yeah.
Dip, 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 dum, 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 get a job, right? So they do throw a lot of those in there.
Yeah, and that's, I think when you see that with images of like them on base and stuff, it's like this is their job. They're out here, you know what I mean? How the music plays against the image and story is really smart.
Oh, yeah.
It's always giving you a little comment or a little wink or something.
Oh yeah, I knew right away that What a Wonderful World was going to be used with like
Oh,
juxtaposed imagery. I just knew it.
that one,
Yeah.
that could be taught in film schools. Like here's how you
Yeah.
use music with imagery, and it just hits in a whole. And then it comes back to him being like, "Oh yeah," you know what I mean? That brings it
Yeah.
back. That little button on the scene, so beautiful. Movie's got no fat on it, really. I don't think there's like anything
Yeah,
extraneous
that's a
on
good
it.
question.
And you don't even realize it, but you're clipping right along. It's getting more, it evolves, it gets deeper, and you don't even realize it until it's like too late, you know?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Darren, this is a 2-hour film, which is kind of
Yeah.
like...
Is it 2? Dang.
2 hours
the
and
sweet
1
spot,
minute.
we usually find the sweet spot at like an hour 45.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
This felt like an
the-
hour
the-
45. Yeah.
The meat that you're saying is not there. It's kind of when the music is playing and they have all that scenery, but it's intentional and it's
Yeah.
and it's there for a reason. So it's just like you don't, like you said, you don't really feel it.
Right,
So
and it's
it
so
does move the
beautiful. It's
story
just
along.
like, I guess maybe if I lived there, I'd be like, what are they just showing me my hometown? But because I ain't from there, I do feel like Cronauer.
Yeah.
I'm looking around like, every shot of the jungle, anywhere you put camera up is fascinating to me, you know? Even when they're out on that little
Yeah, I
road,
think,
when they don't tell them that they're going into the, what do you
Yeah.
call it, DMZ territory, and they're out on those
DMZ,
long roads with the valley and the beautiful lush green tree. Even I could watch that for an hour and a half, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, right, you're talking about like all this scenic area in the world, and right, that's what a Wonderful World is kind of all about.
Yeah.
But the way they use it in this scene, that particular scene, is like, right, we're seeing it's almost triggering, right? You see like
Yeah.
protests and violent responses to the protests, and like essentially kidnappings and like executions. Like I feel like we're seeing a lot of that shit in the States right now. It's a little triggering, and like how far are we away from executions in the street, right? So
Yeah.
you
And-
see this like war
yeah.
zone.
And it works.
Fighting against like
Yeah.
communism and
And I think it works
So-
because it's not telling you how to feel, but it is pointing out something you should be aware of in an interesting way. It's like this is a wonderful life, but also look at this. This is happening too, you know. And so you can ruminate on that, and you can. It's complex. There's not a yes or no or a right or wrong. There's a lot to think about and unpack there, and it all happens without dialogue, without plot points, with just a good piece of music at the right time in the story, and the right imagery, and it just says everything that a character could never say, you know? That's why he just sits
Yeah.
back and plays the record. That's when he's being the DJ they need, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the awards for this movie,
Mm.
and I'm like, what? I need to look at 1987 as a whole, because I'm a little disappointed,
Yeah, what else is 87? Is that Rain Man?
because he gets
We're looking
nominated,
at
obviously.
88 awards.
Oh, right.
Gets
for-
nominated for the Oscar. He wins the Golden Globe.
Which usually means they're teeing you up for the Oscar. Sometimes.
Right. What I'm
The Last Emperor
disappointed
came
in
out that year.
Last.
is that
That one
the kid that played Twan
Twan was
didn't get
awesome.
nominated,
That's
and I really feel like he was so good in this movie.
What is the movie without him? There is no movie.
Yeah,
You know, it's
That
like
one scene where he makes his little speech.
yeah.
the whole
Wow.
movie.
Heart-
This is his only
man.
film. This is his only film, by the way.
Shut up. No way.
I will not shut up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean that. Yeah, not personally, Chris. Not personally, Chris. That is insane. Well, that's amazing. If you're gonna do
amazing.
one, do this one and do that role. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
1 for 1. He's 1 for 1 in his career.
Yeah,
100%.
batting 1,000. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Actually, you know, The Last Emperor won a shit ton of stuff.
That's
that year.
surprising to me. I don't think that one. It's not a bad movie. It's a great movie, but are we talking
But-
about it like we're talking about this one?
I haven't seen
Well,
The Last Emperor since
I haven't- I
87.
haven't even seen it, but here's the best actor is Michael Douglas for Wall Street. Best supporting actor,
Oh.
Sean Connery for The Untouchables. Best
Oh.
actress, Cher for Moonstruck.
Oh,
So there was some other
stacked
films.
year. Whoa.
in
Yeah,
there.
just a bad year to come out.
Yeah. that
Oh,
is-
and Inner Space, Best Visual Effects. You
There
mentioned
we
that.
go.
earlier.
There's my guy. I love that movie. That was another one on Comedy Central because it wasn't serious,
Oh,
like
yeah.
super funny, but it's like Martin Short's funny. Put it on.
Yeah. And,
I'm sure it is.
Dennis Quaid, right? Dennis Quaid.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
good. He's doesn't get enough credit for how good of a comedic actor he is. You know, he did his.
Oh,
heartthrob.
he's
so
hilarious.
funny. Yeah, and his brother is like up there for maybe one
yeah,
of the funniest
Randy
guys.
Quaid, he's hilarious. too.
Imagine your first movie is The Last Detail. Come on, that is insane. You know.
Wow.
By the way, you did mention getting sent into the DMZ without any warning. That was my
That
so hold
was-
up
yeah.
segment. That was my. So hold up. You was gonna
Yeah.
send American soldiers into a war zone just because you don't like it? Ugh, I was like, damn.
That was fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, it fucked up, but didn't feel inaccurate. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah, no.
You didn't set off an alarm like that can't happen in the U.S. It was like,
Yeah.
I think maybe that does happen a little bit more than we hear about. You know, it's that
Yeah.
bureaucracy.
But then I was also like, hold up. Oh my God, stop yelling and talking to each other in the fucking jungle when like there's soldiers chasing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. That's what we love in the movies. That's that Hitchcock thing of like put a bomb in the suitcase, put it under the table, and just let them have a conversation now. It's like, come on, we gotta go. Yeah, everything I hate in real life, I love in the movies. You know, that tension, the conflict, the impending violence, impending danger. It's like, oh God.
I think that general also definitely would have gotten fired. He was way too lenient with fucking what's his name?
Cronauer.
Cronauer.
Yeah.
Who's a real guy. That's his real name, too. Adrian Cronauer was a DJ
Yeah,
over there, too.
yeah.
I think he really liked
Well,
the
I
picture.
saw that. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said
They
it's,
said,
Robin Williams is a little bit more animated than him or any other
Yeah.
living human. He's honestly the first living animation, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they said Levinson did not let Williams and Cronauer meet before or during the taping, filming. He didn't want Robin Williams to like imitate him, I guess, too closely.
Interesting, yeah. That's
Which
always interesting.
I thought would be the interest. I thought it would be the opposite. Like, yeah, you want him to like, but I guess they wanted Robin Williams to be Robin Williams. So
I think it's case by case with actors or shows. It seems like, you know, I don't know, yeah, because Ray Liotta always talked about hanging out with what's his name from Goodfellas, who he played. What was his character's name? Jeez, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. What was his name in that movie? Jeez. But anyways, he met the real life guy, and the guy he was like, I kind of wish I didn't. It's like, guy's in witness protection program, and now he's showing up at premieres. What's going on here, man? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
by the way, did anyone notice Twan looking like a fucking Olympic sprinter when he's running away from Adrian?
Yeah, I was like,
Like no
Oh, he's
stress
gone.
on his face. He's just like
sign him up.
Yeah, he's gone
dead
out of
like,
there.
Yo,
Yeah.
Vietnam, 100 meters.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool setting too. Like when they go meet the family and have a meal with them, that was cool. To like, it's like, oh, this is what it's actually like there. You know what I mean? It's like when you go somewhere and,
Yeah.
and like for work, or and you want whoever's set up your trip wants to show you the work, and it's like, I want to go meet someone who's from here and go to their bar and their restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see what it's really like in this town.
Yeah.
That was a cool segment.
I hate being a tourist. I
Me
want to
too.
like go where the people that live
Just
there.
treat
go.
me
That's
as
where
a
I wanna
normal
be.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, we just go to this little hole in the wall at the corner. I'm like, let's go there. That's where I
Just
want to go.
go
Don't show me
there,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that instinct of like someone comes in town, you got to take them to all the fancy places you never go. It's like, no, take me to
I would
yours.
hate that, man.
Hey, show me yours. Yeah, let's go to your stuff. So yeah, I just love his character in this, like the stranger in a strange land thing. He's a great through character, Robin Williams Cronauer, for us as the audience. You know, like we
Yeah.
get to take the trip with him and watch it evolve with him. It's not always the case with characters, but we kind of come to the same realizations as him in real time, with the bombing, with finding out about Twan, with this love interest, all that.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it made me wonder if the real Cronauer was really as genuine as Robin Williams makes him appear in this film. Like, because he is treating everyone as human, right?
Yeah.
Soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not the sergeant major, but like the Vietnamese people. So I'm curious.
I would guesstimate like all of the Twan stuff and the stuff with the sister are the movie stuff a little bit. You know what I mean? What seems accurate to me, like just reading up on Cronauer and stuff, is he did run this radio station. He did butt heads with the guys running it. All the GIs loved him. He did play rock and roll early in the morning. Wasn't as animated as Robin Williams. No one is. But and that he did have that bar he frequented, and everyone loved him, and he knew the manager, and that guy was killed in a bombing, and so a lot of that is real. But when it gets into some of the Romeo and Juliet Mercutio thing, then I think we're doing movie logic, which movies need. Movies need to have
Yeah.
movie, you know? It's got to be movie as much as... Otherwise, it's just a history lesson, or they're trying to force feed you a message. You got to be entertained. We got to have the good music. We got to have the good baseball games and the good times.
Right. Otherwise, you're just watching a documentary.
Yeah, or it feels like it's waving a finger at you. You don't want that. No, spoonful of
Yeah.
sugar, you know, like give them entertainment and then teach them a little lesson.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
are you all ready for the pop quiz?
Let's do it.
Darren's never ready.
Oh, whatever, man.
This should be an easy one. What
Hamburger.
is the last thing? What is the last thing that Adrian says to Garlic before he boards the plane to leave?
It's like not too much garlic.
What is it? Something about...
He makes
Oh, I don't know.
Some,
he makes a little joke, a little parting joke.
something, you're in charge now, Chief? I can't remember what he says. What does he say? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm blanking.
usually our guests get it and Darren doesn't get it.
I
so.
totally
Ha.
blanked. Yeah. What was it?
It was your fly's open, made you look.
Oh, that's right.
That's the last thing he said.
That is. He just gets off a little, like, dumb street joke. That's awesome.
I wonder if that was improvised too, because that would be fun.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, hearing Forrest Whitaker talk about it is like, it's just like, I was young, I was new, it was Robin Williams, it was just watching a master, you know. It's kind of how Ethan Hawke talks about working with Denzel on Training Day. It's like, I'm watching the greatest actor of any generation. I'm sitting right across from him. Like, I got a front row seat.
Forrest Whitaker holds his own in this film. He does exactly what
Absolutely.
he's supposed to do, and he's like, it just works with the two of them bouncing off of each other.
Yeah, and in a
Yeah,
weird
Forrest.
way, it's like he's the kid that Robin Williams should have been looking after a little bit more. Like, he spends his time with Twan. It's like he's almost the mirror image of Twan. You know what I mean? It's like, well, help out the American kid then, man. You know what I mean? I know you want to
Yeah.
save all of Vietnam. That's why you're all here, right? Like the kids who are there for the right reason. But he can maybe save this kid, help him out, show him the ropes. And so he does. He gives him the sword and lets him become the new king, you know?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
I don't know why I didn't want more of the funny guy. Come on, he was funny.
I know, yeah. That's just like that old school American Army by the book, you know what I mean? Button, you know, why our medals hang 5 inches from the bottom of our belt? Because we wrote that rule, and that's why. Because you know what I mean? It's that very,
Yeah.
you know, formulaic. Got to do it that way. And this is the war that changes that. Nah, man, the cultural response to it, you know, and the American death toll is what affects America, and you know the people back home watching on TV, Kent State, you know what I mean, flowers in the barrel of the guns. The DNC wasn't too long ago. DNC's right there, you know, counter-revolution, Woodstock. All this is in the air. You know what I mean? And Cronauer isn't a hippie or anything like that. He's kind of straight-laced, a little buttoned up. He's a little the generation before, but he sees that the kids are going through something, doing something different. He's about that, and I think he just likes the music
Well,
too.
yeah. I think I do have a piece of trivia for that for our final questions, but I did come across this as well, which I thought was funny. Made me go, whoa. So after Cronauer leaves Vietnam, several jockeys would take over, and they would use the Good Morning Vietnam intro. One of them was 22-year-old Pat Sajak,
Oh,
No
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pat Sajak.
68 to 69.
No
Yeah.
He
kidding.
was a DJ, so that was
Wow,
interesting.
that is interesting.
Was Cronauer? Because I noticed he had a blue cap. Was he part of Air America?
He was
I
in
don't
Air
know.
Force. I don't know about Air America.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking that question.
No,
but
it's
it's just
interesting.
like, because if so, I'm just like that feels like one of the first times we've been introduced to that group of people prior to 1990. I think because I think that's when Robert Downey Jr. and Mel Gibson do Air America.
Oh right, yeah, that was a great one. I forgot about that movie. That was a great one, yeah. My dad was a wannabe pilot, so we always had to watch any movie with pilots in it. His favorite Spielberg movie was Always. Remember that one? Where it's a pretty obscure one. It's what's his name? Richard Dreyfuss is a pilot, and he like for forest fires, and he dies in a crash, and like not haunts his wife, but he can't let go of her, and she still feels him. Kind of a post-Ghost love story, you know what I mean? And kind of a forgotten Spielberg movie. I think it flopped pretty hard. But my dad loved it because it's pilots. Anything with pilots, you know. Just like my mom, anything with Diane Keaton. May she rest in peace.
Oh yeah.
Does he like snakes on a plane?
I mean, unfortunately he passed away, but fortunately he passed away before that movie. It wasn't he was more like about the actual pilot stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I think he wanted to be a pilot. Sully he might have liked. Sully might have liked. What was the one that Denzel did too? That was right around that same thing, kind of.
Oh.
His Sully.
What was it? Yeah.
Where he's like a pilot, but he's got a little bit of a drinking problem.
Yeah.
That was right around the same time. I like that one. That was fun. I mean, as fun as a pilot with a drinking problem is, but you know what I mean.
It's gonna kill me. I have to find it.
Flight.
There it is.
Right. Yeah. How can we forget that? But yeah, so we've talked a little bit about the music. We talked a lot about music, but I did want to like kind of mention some of the other songs in here, but also that more of the trivia mentioned that no Beatles songs are played because copyright wasn't released at that point. So we might have seen some Beatles songs if that wasn't the case.
Kind of like it without
they have,
it.
like a lot of.
That might muddle it if
yeah,
it's like
it's
Britpop,
fine.
but I like that it's a lot of American Cali music because it kind of represent Cronauer or the the California
anybody
soldier,
else.
you know.
Might have felt different with a British music to it.
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
But like I feel like you get in other military films, and maybe it's not so U.S. focused, but like the Beatles kind of drugged out sound sometimes gives way to like fantasy things. Like I feel like it would fit into a Platoon.
It could, or that's kind of what the Doors do. That's what the Doors do in Apocalypse Now for sure. Yeah, this is the end.
Yeah.
That's so good. Starting a movie with the end, I love that.
Strawberry Fields.
Forever.
Yeah.
Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I mean, shit.
There you
Like,
go.
that would fit.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so there was other ones in here. No, Nowhere
Yeah,
to Run
pull it
To,
up.
Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. I really enjoy, obviously.
What I
get
love
around
about
is I'm not a
the
Beach Boys fan, but I
soundtrack
get around.
is a lot of these songs. When this movie came out, a lot of these songs weren't on the Billboard chart.
Right.
But because of this movie, a lot of these songs started charting again.
Sure. Yeah. I love when a movie does that.
Yeah. I love when I love a good comeback story.
Me too.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if I was a fan of In the Midnight Hour being like background music at the bar. When Adrian Swan to the bar, it was kind of not noticeable. I was like, oh.
And I wonder what that's about.
That's a great song.
It almost feels like something is coming. You know what I mean? Or wait till the midnight hour. Maybe that speaks to Twan's like double nature or something. You know what I mean? Or that like the bar is in for something. Yeah.
It's the scene where the two servicemen come up to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Cronauer dumb for not realizing that his boy basically bombed that bar? Because he kind of it was kind of coincidental that they just. I'm just should he have known? Should he not have known?
I wouldn't say he's dumb. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Naive.
Oh
maybe?
no, I agree with you. It's like he's trusting, right? He even says it. I trusted you. Like he's just a trusting guy.
Naive.
A little delusional, and a little naive. So
I think
no,
like
maybe
even
not. Naive,
give
definitely.
him the benefit of the doubt, or even maybe overlook stuff subconsciously, but maybe even overlook some stuff. Nah, it's not. You know, I don't want to believe that. I wouldn't want to believe that about him.
That's
You know,
true.
it's that
That's
kind of
true.
thing. He's
That's
making
true.
excuses
Yeah.
because he is giving the kid unfettered access to stuff without even realizing it. He's also naive. I think is a perfect word, and almost like he's like a little kid who wanders into an adult conversation in some ways. It's just a little bit above his understanding, you know.
Right.
And so you feel bad for him. He's a bit of an ingenue. He's a bit of an innocent, you know. So the war, you ain't gonna come out clean from war. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Well, the one thing we didn't mention was the opening scene when he comes out the plane and what he's wearing. So you can clearly see he was not in the Vietnam mentality at that moment in time.
No,
So-
he was
in
out
Greece.
to lunch,
He came
dinner,
from
and dessert.
Greece.
He came from Greece, so
Yeah.
he was probably still a little bit too casual about what was going on. So
Yeah, I think he might have had a couple Ozus on the plane, even. You know what I mean? I think he's
Well, that,
feeling.
that goes to Dakota's point, which is like we're on this journey with him because we are also naive. We don't know what's going on.
Right.
Exact. We're
Right.
fresh off the plane.
Situations.
Exact. We're not even in our military fatigues yet. You know, like we're just like in it. We're idiots. We just don't even know what's in store for us. It ain't vacation. You know, we think it is.
First Dakota tells
Yeah.
me to shut up, and now he calls me an idiot. I don't
No, me. I'm calling me an idiot. I'm calling me an idiot. Yeah, we're idiots, man. We
No,
the
it's okay,
audience.
Dakota, you can call me an idiot. It's fine.
You can call me whatever you like as long as it ain't late for dinner.
So did you guys have any like favorite quotes or what we call what the fuck moments? It doesn't have to be a favorite what the fuck moment. It just has to be a what the fuck moment. But any of those two things?
I of all there's so many quotes in this movie. I only wrote down two because to me they were just like the perfect moments, like for quotes.
Yeah.
The first one was when he's confronting Tuan, and as Tuan runs away, he's like, "This will not look good on a resume."
That might be the best one in the movie. That's like, you see it with an audience, that one brings the house down, you know?
Yeah.
And you needed a laugh at that moment, you know?
Yeah.
And the other one for
Definitely
me
released
was
everything.
when he's told that he's leaving, and before he walks out the office, he goes, "You are more in need of a blowjob than any white man in history."
And then the general laughs
the
about it
general-
later too.
Yeah.
He's like, "That is funny."
The general's walking out and he's like, in more need of a
I love the
blowjob.
general. He's-
Yeah,
that's
he
my
comes
boy.
in and cleans it all. He don't give a fuck. He comes in and
Yeah.
cleans it all up. He's like, what is all this little bickering you guys are doing? Then move him out of
He's like,
here and
"It's
you're going
radio, man. Come
Yeah.
on, like, you know.
And the compartmentalized nature of this man's army, where it's like you'd only get your orders and you got to make sure everyone does your, and there's like no interconnected talking about, you know, like, so it's all a pissing contest of who's in charge and this and that.
Right.
And the general comes in, let the guy do it. He's funny, you know what I mean? Gronauer, you messed up. We're gonna have to get you out of here. But I love what you said. God, man, blowjob, more need of a blowjob. That was funny, man. You know what I mean?
That was
Like, a great character in the 11th hour. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, the army could just clean this all up. Why are we even doing any of this? You know, and then
Right.
again, there we are, Vietnam in a nutshell.
I think I wrote down 3 quotes, and like only one of them involves Robin Williams. By the way, there's one scene where I think it was Garlic. Yeah, they were on the bikes, and Garlic is like, "I almost got killed." He says, "My whole life passed before my eyes, and it wasn't even interesting." I was like, "Oh my God." It's so depressing.
God, so funny. I wonder if that was improv. That's pretty good.
Maybe.
And then he lays
put it
out
past
like
him.
why it wasn't interesting. I'm just like, okay.
TMI, buddy.
Well, and you can kind of
There's
see
another
that,
one where
like,
he's-
Cronauer is the most interesting thing any of these guys got going on. You know, it's like a rock
Oh,
star
yeah.
to him, especially as other DJs
Yeah.
and stuff. They're like, damn, this guy's cool, man. It's like a Wolfman Jack came to hang out, you know.
Wolfman Jack, yes.
Do you remember the scene where they're reading? It's when Lieutenant Hawk takes over and they're reading like fan mail or hate mail, and Garlic reads one that says, "Captain Hawk sucks the sweat off a dead man's balls." And he's like, "I don't even know what that means, but like it's not doesn't sound good." And then
Yeah, I think-
okay, here's one that involves Adrian. When he goes into the bar with Tuan, and the owner goes like, "Look at your new friend." He's like, "Oh, a little too young for you." That guy was weird. That guy was like wanted pictures of people's ankles and shit. He was a little
That
weird.
guy, yeah, great character too. You
He's
know,
a great
that's
character.
another one. Once the bomb goes off, that guy's never the same. It's just like, whoa. You know,
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can see how impactful that is based on that character's transformation after the bombing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my favorite quote is still when he's doing. This is also the older guy who argues with him about you can't play baseball with a melon. He's like, need a bit, but he's talking to him and he's talking about if a server's being rude to you. It's like, what if she comes over and she spills all the food on you? He goes, I'm waiting. And he goes, what if she comes over now? She like spills hot coffee on you, spills tea on you. He goes, I'm waiting. Well, what if she picks up the fork? She starts stabbing you. She grabs a knife. She's stabbing you. He goes, I'm waiting to die. And that guy is totally just answering honestly, and it is one of the funniest lines in the movie. It almost puts Robin Williams to shame. And he cracks up. Robin Williams like gives credit where credit is. Robin Williams thinks that guy is the comedian in the movie. You know what I mean?
He was funny. He was funny, and he was endearing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, naturally funny. You know what? I will miss you. It's like, oh man, this is breaking my heart. Oh, jeez. Yeah. But still, the best heartbreaker line Chris called it is like, I think you said it, Chris. Like or did Daron say it? In my heart, I know I'm funny. Oh, tragic. Oh.
Poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
That's his fait accompli. That's what's going to ruin everything.
I do want to watch City Slickers now.
Gotta. And number 2, Curly's Gold. Also good.
God, I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah. I'm big on sequels in that era. They're finally making Spaceballs too. The Search for More Money.
I know. I'm of mixed, like, I don't know. I've been wanting it for so long now. I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll give him an hour and a half. Let's go.
So, are you guys ready for the final questions?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Daron, I'm taking it back to our OG questions.
Oh.
Could Tom Hanks be in this film? In what role? And would he make it better? It can be any generation Tom Hanks.
I mean, he does Kronauer. It's more of a feel-good, all-American apple pie, anywhere USA kind of thing. It's more akin to a Forrest Gump. He could do it. It's a different movie. It's not funny like it is. It's different. It's more endearing heartstrings, Midwest USA kind of vibey.
Yeah.
What else could he do?
Actually, I had an answer, but now I want to switch it. I initially said Lieutenant Hawk, but now I'm thinking Robert Wool's character, Marty Lee. The other DJ. Yeah. It's just weird. You never see him do like bit parts. I guess he's starting to do it now with Wes Anderson. Is one of the few people who like just come do a bit for. Because that's more like what Wes Anderson pictures are like. But that would be cool. I'm trying to think where else he would fit into this. Yeah, I don't know. That's
the owner of the bar.
I was thinking about that for a second. It's like him doing what's his name, the Colonel for Elvis. If he's doing a character, if he's really leaning into it, it could be fun.
I was thinking that SNL
Pumpkins, Pumpkins.
David S. Pumpkin.
David S. Pumpkins is running the bar in Good Morning Vietnam. That makes sense. Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. And again, one of our OG questions: could "Tears in Heaven" by Eric Clapton be in the soundtrack, and in what scene?
That's like my mom and dad's love song, so I think that could be in any movie if you ask me. But I got a different opinion about it. I've heard it a lot. Where would that be? "Tears in Heaven." I don't belong to. That might be credits. Here in heaven. But I mean, I guess that, you know what that is? It would be like if they didn't come to the decision of "It's a Wonderful World," that might be the song they used in that section. You know what I mean? Because it is about life is beautiful, we'll be together again, and you're just seeing huts on fire and shattered glass and blood in the street, people being carried on stretchers. Here in heaven, blink, ging, ging, ging.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like, whenever we ask this question, it's like it's just too tongue-in-cheek, but this movie is very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of a scene, but I like your pick.
Time to bring you down. Now I gotta go listen to it. I'm already at the bridge. My dad sat me down when I was about 12 or 13. He said, "Son, this is gonna change your life." And then he played me a song. He played me "Cocaine" by Eric Clapton. Now, he wasn't wrong, but he wasn't right either. He was a Robin Williams guy for sure. He loved every Robin Williams movie. We watched every Robin Williams movie and him and my mom both love Andy McDowell. We watch every Andy
Oh,
McDowell.
Andy
movie.
McDowell, yeah.
Andy McDowell.
Just something about it. I don't know. They just both vibed on her, so we watched all those movies whenever they come out. And they both love Costner too.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, love it. Love that
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that when he
Weatherman.
finally sees?
I want to do that soundtrack.
Oh my
Weatherman.
God, is that one great too?
No, I love that movie. I watch it anytime it's on.
That yep,
And,
that's a remote drop. Totally. when he starts messing with that one guy he's always running into, yeah, he starts messing with that one. He's like, "I have missed you."
Ned
so.
Nierson.
Yeah, he's like Ned Nielsen, and then he just
Ryerson.
knocks him out.
Ned.
Yeah, or he's like when he's like kind of going crazy. He's in the restaurant. He's like, "I'm a god." It's only one explanation.
Okay. So apparently Dakota's coming back for.
Yeah, I guess. it's-
Anytime,
yeah.
anytime. Yeah, I got to do something with all this movie trivia. It's bouncing around up there. You know?
I have like other. Okay, so we mentioned the top 100 funniest movies. This is at 100? You both kind of already said it should be higher.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah,
First of all, I mean, there's one thing I haven't said yet, which is there are a lot of things in this film that may not hold up, like his impersonation of black people, a lot of the things he says, right? So, it's definitely, I think it's still a good movie, but like, does that keep it from moving up the list of funniest movies, or does it get kicked off by other movies since this list was created? Because also, there's also,
Yeah.
I think this list was made in 2000.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's 25 years that we're not accounting for.
Yeah.
I haven't seen I've seen very few of the movies, by the way, on this list.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
a
this-
number of them.
Sons of the Desert. I do not know.
I've
seen a
never
lot.
heard of that movie.
Nah.
Ninotchka.
Nachka I've heard of. I've not
I've
seen.
seen-
Yeah.
Haven't seen it. The 7-Year Itch I've heard of, but I haven't seen it. Like
Seen
7-Year
Maybe
Itch I've seen.
Seen
It's
that one.
funny.
Diner, It's a Gift, A Day in the Races, Topper. I don't know any.
Oh,
of these.
Diner's on here too. That's two Barry Levinson right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the year I was born. Okay.
Heck yeah. Doctor Strangelove #3. I'm with that. I could maybe put that one #1 myself. I know Some Like It Hot is a really funny movie. Is it the #1 funny? I guess this is all.
It's
opinion.
not. It's
Yeah.
my favorite movie of all time, but it's not the funniest movie of
See,
all time.
and that's there you go. That's a so as if you can say that, that's a perfect argument right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
It's-
feel that.
will admit that. It's definitely not.
Yeah, my favorite movie of all time is West Side Story, the original one. I love the Spielberg one too, but the original one, I don't think it's the best musical, but it's my favorite movie. You know?
Right.
Yeah. I
There
mean,
are so
Beverly
many-
Hills Cop is 63 on this list. Now, I haven't seen all of these. I haven't seen a lot of these, but like
Yeah,
off the cuff, I'm just like that needs to be higher.
yeah.
Young Frankenstein should be higher on this. Fish
Sure.
Called Wanda should be a
Fish
spot
Called
or
Wanda
two.
is fun- is fucking like- When Harry Met Sally is almost not even a comedy. It's a rom-com. I feel like it's a different.
Yeah.
There's Something About Mary. To me, that is
think
such
that's-
one of the most underrated comedy films. It is one of the first films where I laughed so hard, shit was coming out. Like, I think I was in a movie theater and soda was coming out my nose. I was just like, this,
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
you
that
started that by
thing
saying
blew
shit
up.
was coming out of it. I didn't want to hear the end of the sentence.
That thing blew up when it came out. That movie was fucking huge.
But is it 27? Like, is it over
I don't know.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, some of these. I feel like they're missing some serious stuff.
Yeah.
too. What's not on here?
I
But
mean,
Groundhog Day is 34, so that's nice.
Yeah.
the top
It's
of the
above
list
Animal
is
House.
probably, I mean, Blazing Saddles is 6. I'm not going to argue with that.
No, I'm with that. I'm all about that.
MASH,
Is American Graffiti a comedy to you guys?
American
It's like a coming of age, but I don't know about comedy.
Yeah. And like,
Anyway, so,
where's the
yeah,
Big
there's questions
Lebowski?
about that.
Where's the Big Lebowski? I'm not seeing
Oh,
Lebowski.
What year was
yeah.
that? Was that after 2000?
No,
was
that
that
was
before 2000?
98, maybe 97, 98, I want to say. Big Lebowski. I think it just made it.
98.
98. That would
So,
make
yeah,
the
that's
that
on
would
the
make the
list.
top 100 for me at least, you know.
Oh yeah, how is that not on here?
I
That's
don't
so
know.
weird.
Let's
So,
see what.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to answer this question. I was just kind of...
No, interesting list. It's cool to look at. It's definitely, it's on there. It's up. I would put it at, let's put it at 87. That's the year it came out. That's where I'll put it.
Okay. All right, deal. Okay. So there was another thing, because we kind of touched on Cronauer himself, the actual... he says this film is 45% accurate. He was more conservative. He wasn't anti-war. He was more anti-stupidity, quote unquote. And he was an active Republican. He became vice chairman of the 2004 Bush-Cheney re-election campaign.
Re-election.
And he actually says if he did half the things that Williams did, he would have been court-martialed.
Exactly. Yeah.
If he would
That's
have
the
been
movie.
court-martialed, I think that general would have been court-martialed. But does this change your view of the film at all?
Well, that's the Tom Hanks version. Tom Hanks plays that version and does it really well. You know what I mean? The guy who ends up getting into politics and stuff. There's your Tom Hanks version. So this is a Robin Williams vehicle, you know, and that's where you can see. So like I said, maybe like the romance aspect and the betrayal aspect of this movie, Robin Williams is definitely the movie aspect of this thing too. You know, he takes you on a journey.
Yeah, I dig it. And now just our music our music questions. What's your favorite song in the film, and is there a song you think encompasses like the story?
Yeah, It's a Wonderful World. It's kind of hard to argue with. There's great songs throughout, but if you're talking about encompasses the whole story, It's a Wonderful World.
Is that also your favorite in the soundtrack?
When I'm thinking about it now, it's the one that sticks out the most. Yeah, it might be Louis. Yeah, or what's the Martha and the Vandellas one they got on there?
Nowhere to run.
Yep. That. Yeah. If I'm having a house party, I'll put that on. You know, for having a little barbecue, we're putting that on. This would be a good barbecue soundtrack. You know what I mean? Good hangout soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good summertime.
In the midnight hour
at the
is-
beach, barbecuing.
I'm gonna wait. Yep, totally. Because you could tune in and listen for a second, or it could be great wallpaper in the background when you're just hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a great track
Is
list.
that your same answers, Darren?
Yeah, I mean, definitely What a Wonderful World is the song for the movie. I mean, come on. It's just,
Aced
you
it.
know.
Aced it.
It might, I think it's also my favorite song with a side of Martha, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Midnight
it's
Hour
tough.
ain't bad
There's
either.
some.
Now I'm gonna go back and be like,
There's some
oh,
great
and Sugar and
songs.
Spice too, and
Yeah.
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 It's
There's a
tough.
few, I mean,
Like,
there's so many
listen.
good ones on here.
I Got You by James Brown is on this track list as well. We haven't even talked about that. So
Yeah,
like,
we
it's a
haven't
tough
even
one.
talked about that.
Come
Crazy.
on.
But
I got laundry to
definitely
do
chose-
later. I'm putting this on. Yeah.
I definitely
It's like a
have What
laundry
Wonderful World
jam.
as my favorite. And I thought about it for a little bit. I chose Wonderful World for the song that encompasses, but like because it was used as a juxtaposition, I was like, okay, this is kind of like a sarcastic use of the song, but it is saying like it is a beautiful world, but there's also this stuff, right? So there's a lot of darkness, and I think it's used perfectly in that respect. So yeah,
Yeah.
it took me a second to accept the fact, but it was also
Well, it seems too
included
obvious,
in-
but it's because it's perfect, man. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, no one wants to choose the obvious one, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but the
also
goat's
You
the
could
goat.
always
included in
just choose
AFI's
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That's for the drug scenes. It's also included in AFI's 400 movies nominated for top 100 America's greatest music in the movies for this song. So
I can see
I
that.
don't know what list of
No
400
argument from
movie
there.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all right.
I'm with
We're
it.
all
We're
aligned here. Do we
we're the
align?
number 4 podcast for soundtracks. They should be
Oh,
listening
heck
to
yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's right. Tune into the track list. Follow, subscribe, folks. Come on now.
They should. Yes, AFI should consult with us on these things.
Yes.
But do we all
You hear that,
agree?
AFI? Come
Are
on.
we all aligned on the ratings? Let's find out what we all rated this film out of 10. What do you got, Dakota?
I'll give it 8.7. We're sticking with this 87 thing. 8.7.
8.7.
Staying on brand.
Yeah, high B. High B.
This movie's is so good.
Maybe a
and
92, actually. Fuck.
I would give it a 9.
9? Yeah, let's give it a 9. You're
I would
right.
give it a 9.
You're right.
There's not much I have to say negative about this book.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing about it is, like, maybe the 2-hour thing, like, sometimes I can't always sit down for that, but that
Right,
might be
yeah.
the only thing about it.
Yeah.
And it felt like a buck 45.
You guys are gonna. Well, Darren's gonna make a comment.
Here we go. The German judge is
I have a
here.
lower one. Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Because I mentioned some of the the stuff
Disgusting.
that doesn't hold up. Some of the stuff
Yeah.
that some of the comments don't hold up. Like I gotta bring it down for that. I mean, we do sometimes just give these movies a rating in a vacuum of the time period it's made, but I don't know. The whole,
if it's still yeah.
seeing every Asian girl and being like, oh. Like, I don't know if he was just like starved for women in general, but he also mentioned like, oh, there she is again, and then he's obsessed with the girl, this main love interest, without even meeting her. So like, I don't know,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like some of the comments, the impersonations of black people, and I don't know, it irks me. So I brings it down to a 7.5. It doesn't mean it's a terrible film. I definitely
You're
recommend
fired.
to watch it, but.
Welcome as the
Yeah.
new host of the show, Dakota.
Well,
we've
Dakota was very good. So
This was so fun, you guys.
I won't
thank you
fight.
so
I won't
much.
fight that one.
Thank you so much. This was so fun, you guys. I'm down to talk movies anytime, man.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
we're gonna-
you're already penciled in for Groundhog Day. So.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Come on. Heck yeah.
Since we're talking movies, why don't you tell us a little bit about your project you've got going on there? You got that new one, One Last One.
That's right. Yeah, it's like what a band says on stage. We got one last one for you. It's kind of good for a first feature film, I thought, But we're making a movie called One Last One. It's about Chico. He's a wannabe gangster who gets double crossed by his crew, beaten and left for dead. And when he comes to, he's in this weird punk rock fairy tale world. It's kind of why I was excited to talk about this movie, because it's a stranger in a strange land. But yeah, right now we're doing a Seed and Spark. When this comes out on Wednesday, we'll have like 2 more days. We run until October 17th, Friday, to get the budget to independently produce the picture. Our dear friend Amy Singh from Silent River is a co-producer on this film and is acting in it as well. We're getting the gang back together. Also, Chandra Anderson from Silent River is in the picture as well.
Cool.
So it's a family affair, and we got a lot of fun incentives. If you want to contribute to the project or just like share our Seed and Spark, it's seedandspark.com/fund/one-last-one, and that's running until about 8 a.m. Friday the 17th. So we got about by the time this comes out, we'll have about a day and a half left of it. So check it out, share it if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, you can follow us on Instagram, One Last One Film, or on TikTok, One Last One Film, and keep up with us as we get ready to shoot the film, make it, go on the festival route, go on our own independent routes, and everything from there.
Are you directing this? You're
This is
directing
my
this.
directorial debut. I got into acting as the long con because if you want to be, my idea was if you want to learn to be a good director, you should work with them. So like the long con was, hey, become an actor. I fell into it and everyone said I was good at it. So I was like, and I started to love it. It became my heart's delight and all that, and my bread and butter. But I was like, this could be the long con to becoming a director. You get to work with all these different directors, learn what to do, and especially what not to do, So
Yeah.
like about 15 years in of being the actor, I'm like, all right, let's step up to the plate. Let's direct our own picture. Let's do a, punk rock gangster fairy tale war picture.
Wow, that's so cool. Are you shooting out in California?
Yes,
Or like,
we found some really fun, magical storybook kind of places out here for our little punk post-apocalyptic world. We're shooting around Maricopa, which is about 2 hours into the forest northwest of Los Angeles, and we'll be shooting in January, February of 2026, or just a few months from now.
wow,
Yeah.
so cool, dude.
Getting the band back together, my friend.
Getting the band back.
We'll bring it your way as soon as it's ready, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I want to see it, and we have a Substack, so we sent out.
Oh, great, I'll follow you
campaign
guys.
to our Substack.
Awesome. Yeah, I just got on that. My buddy just got me on that for the project. I'm so bad at technology. I still write longhand. If it was up to me, I'd send carrier pigeons and we'd do smoke signals to get a hold of each
If
other.
it was up to most of us, we'd just put them on flyers and stick them on windshields.
There we go. Remember? Hey, you could take the kid out of punk rock. You can't take punk rock out of the kid. I will hand you a flyer. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll make sure to send out the link when we post this.
Far out, and be sure to share your stuff as well. And guys, check out the track list. I love listening to these conversations. It's so fun. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
This was fun.
Oh, it's great to have you,
We'll
Dakota.
see you we'll see you for the what was the movie we're gonna have?
Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog Day.
Let's do it.
Groundhog Day.
Heck yeah. We got Bill Murray playing classical piano. What could go wrong? Let's go.
Dun, 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 dun. I remember all the music from this one.
I just hope they don't ever do a remake, because it would be a terrible thing.
It's the same movie. You just play the same movie again.
Yeah, or it'd be about like his kids stuck in the same day of high school. It'd be called Groundhog's Day, Grounded, or something like, I don't know. You know.
Don't give ideas. Don't put that out in the
Oh
world.
God,
Come
I'm
on,
so
man.
sorry. I'm so sorry. No.
No, I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Cut it. Heck yeah, yo.
This was so fun. I'm so glad you got to come on the show, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah,
I'm
anytime.
gonna corner Amy. She has to come on the show.
I'll get her
as
next.
well.
I'd love to introduce you to my buddy Alex. He's playing our lead role. He's a great guy too, and just like another movie nerd, just like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, love him. Come on,
Sounds
tell
good.
him, come on.
You got it.
Pick a movie and come on the show.
Yeah, you got it. Heck yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Well, Chris, you have anything else you wanted to add? Oh, yeah. Are you performing? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
Besides, you're starting a new gig at Juilliard, by the way.
There you go.
Congratulations.
It's pronounced Juilliard.
Juilliard.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I have a show Saturday, November 8th at Pete's Candy Store in Brooklyn, 7 o'clock. And I just booked a show at Brooklyn Music Kitchen Saturday, January 24th at 8 o'clock. So a couple Brooklyn shows coming up. Looking forward to them, and hopefully, my reggae EP will be completed soon. Keep your ears out.
Oh, and for anyone listening in the LA area, that's coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. So that would be tonight, Wednesday. We're having a fundraising event. It's called, as part of a variety show called Sunday Night Salad. So there'll be comedy and music and sketches, and it's a fun fundraising for One Last One, our picture in our last couple days here. So if you're in LA, come on to the Expo LA and meet the cast and crew, hang out, and enjoy a night with One Last One.
Oh, cool.
Heck yeah.
I will shoot that out to our Substack as well.
Yeah, and I'll share you guys' stuff too. Let's cross-pollinate. Come join the band. We'll teach you tambourine on the way to St. Louis. All right?
Oh, hold on. Let me get my spoons out.
Come on now.
Darren is on my last project as Daron Spoons Jenkins.
I love
Yes.
it.
As the Spoons.
Spoons is a good
Very much.
gangster name. That's a good punk name. Spoons. Yeah, that's
My name
really good.
is Spoons.
Yeah, they always call me
Spoons.
Shorty because I'm tall. That's how punk names work. If you're short, they call you tall guy. If you're ugly, if you're beautiful, they call you ugly. If you hate music, they call you boombox. You know what I mean?
So, should I be called Forks instead?
There you go. You got it. You're playing with us,
Forks.
Peter. You're doing it.
All right.
From another Rob Williams movie. Hook. Gotta get one more Rob Williams reference in.
Hook.
Oh my
Sorry.
God. Okay. Well, I don't have anything new to propose, but we are waiting for, like, our podcast is waiting for a new studio to be built,
Cool.
and then we'll have and we'll be back together doing podcasts. And I'm currently at the Planet X Studios right now, where we'll be our studio will be at some point in the next month or so.
Groovy.
So that'll be very
Congrats, yo.
exciting. So when you're in New York, you can come by the studio.
Oh,
and do a
heck
podcast.
yeah. We definitely will. Absolutely. Count me in. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm liable to have one.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up for us then. Thanks, Dakota. We love having you come here.
Thanks so much for having me. I'll see you for Groundhog's Day.
See you for Groundhog's Day. And until then, I am Daron Jenkins.
I'm Chris Saunders.
And this was the download.
The track list.
See you guys.
The track list.
Oh, it's not the download.
This was Good Morning Vietnam.
All right, everyone. Stay safe and eat your vegetables, and we'll see you on the next show. Later.
Later.